Hello guys, welcome to Ride Vampy, the Ride channel. My name is Serge, and in today's video I want to tell you how much money that I make in 5 days. So I have worked Monday through Friday, Uber and Lyft, and I made $1,600 guys, even a little bit more with cash tips. So I still have 2 more days left over, so I think it is possible to get at least minimum $600 more. So that would put me somewhere around $1,200 mark for the week. Now you might be wondering, how much money did it cost me for fuel? Well, it's been costing me about $55 a day for fuel. So you can just easily do the math if you really care to, but it doesn't really matter. When you're making more, you're obviously going to spend a little more, and that's okay. I want to know, how much money are you making this week? If you care to tell, feel free to mention that in the comments below. Now, what is my opinion when it comes to working for Lyft and Uber? So at least this week and the last week, Lyft has been paying me a lot more. Overall, we could, like last week, Uber has paid me, I'd say, about $29 an hour, while Lyft has paid me $33. But this week, I think Lyft has paid me a lot more, and Uber has paid me a lot less. I'm not just gonna guess, okay? So what I will do, however, is at the end of the week, Sunday morning, when I'm on the way home, I'm going to do like a screen recording type of video. I will show you everything that I have made for Lyft and Uber. And also what I want to do is calculate the total number of money that I've made and divide it by the time that I put into working between the two apps. Find out what the average dollar per hour type of is. I also want to find out how much Lyft is paying me dollar per hour and how much Uber is paying me dollar per hour overall. I'm not going to try to go into every single day because that's just going to create some changes. Now, one last thing I do want to mention. I did not get Uber's early request this week. The very first part, which is $65 for 50 rides, I failed to get that. And additional $15 for an additional 10 rides, I failed to get that. Because obviously it's a little bit too much when you're working for 2 apps. You're just basically chasing 2 rabbits. You only could catch one of them. This week, I only caught Lyft's rabbit basically, and it's been pretty good. I'm not gonna complain. But right now, towards the end of the week, which today is Saturday, I have not worked just yet, and I'm on the way to downtown. I'm saying, look, forget it. I'm not even going to try to get a load that way. Well, not load. I'm used to the terminology of expediter. But I'm not even going to try to get any customers that way to maximize my earnings, that kind of thing. Right now it's 2:51. Running a little bit behind. But at 3 p.m., there's going to be a bonus for Lyft if you're in a proper zone for $21. And I'm going to try to get that bonus and strategize today where I could get all those streaks in. So it is a streak bonus. So $21. So today there's going to be lots of those. There was a lot in the morning. So this morning when I got off, I do want to mention this as well. I've made $480 on Friday working for Lyft. If you've been watching my channel for a while, then you know I don't do that well on Friday when it comes to Uber. Just never have, even like since last year. And I was like always surprised because on Lyft, I always done well on Friday. I always done well on Saturday, and I always done on Sunday. Like well on Sunday. Thursday was like something like this. But for some reason on Uber, I've only done well on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday is like a hit and a miss. So that is that. I don't want to bore you with too many details. So I guess what I'm trying to say here it's probably going to be impossible for me to get that $200 bonus from Uber this week. But here's what I've been noticing. When I was working for Uber trying to get that bonus, this is how bad it's becoming. And I'm going to have to compare that to the last week just so you guys can see the numbers. And this is going to be like a screen recording video. That way you can see exactly what I'm talking about. But it's been kind of like $200 for working for Uber on the weekend. Like instead of $300 a day, like 12 hours, $200. Then, you know, like, let's say that's like Friday. Saturday, maybe $250, $260 for 12 hours, and then something similar on Sunday. And I'm like, okay, well, I missed $100 on a Friday, $50, let's say on a Saturday, and another $100 like on a Sunday. Well, shoot, that's what the bonus equals to. Then what am I even trying to do this bonus for Uber then? Yeah, sounds good, but somehow I'm being ripped off. And you know why? I think it's because this Uber trips can be heavily manipulated by Uber. Since now, they're in complete control. We no longer are in control, but they have full power. So it's almost kind of like this, guys. If you go to the car dealership and you tell them, well, what's the payment gonna be like? Well, if you just tell them what the payment's gonna be like, well, no, you actually tell them like, oh, I want my payment to be as such. Let's say like $300 a month, right? They will always make it $300 a month because they could give you a higher interest rate or stretch out the years of low payments, not give you as good of a discount on the vehicle when you tell them exactly the price you're willing to pay, like as far as per month price. You know, so right now for Uber, the reason I'm using that analogy is, okay, we're driving all the miles and we're putting in all this time, right? But we don't even know what we're getting paid for. Not anymore. They're just throwing us out numbers. Oh, here's $5, here's 10. And yes, we could choose not to do it. But when you choose not to do it, at least for me, it hasn't been that great. Like, yeah, like this week I just like cherry picked and cherry picked and cherry picked. And you know what? I done even worse. And I'm like, whoa, what the heck? I was trying to get that bonus and I've done so much worse. So go figure. And I think one of the reasons that it's so hard to make money with Uber is because they don't have the ride streak bonus like Lyft does. Well, they all kind of get rid of it every once in a while, but right now Lyft does have the ride streak bonus. I always like those, and to see $21 like for every 3 rides, I'm like, yeah, give me some of that money. So anyways, I'm gonna try to get some of those today, and heck, if I can't do the Ubers $200, I already know what I'm missing. It's just basically it's gonna be like the bonus, if I could accomplish it, would ultimately make it like I make it $300 a day. And as I mentioned, I did $480 for Lyft in 12 hours, and that was on a Friday. So you already know there wasn't no bonus involved. Sure, some ride streaks, but that's about it. And yeah, it was a St. Patrick type of day. Go figure. So maybe that was helpful. I'm not sure. But to be honest, wasn't in downtown like really taking advantage. I was just getting the proper zone and boom, and then I'm out, you know. And one thing I did notice is when I do the area selection to stay within a certain area for Lyft, it became so much slower. I could not get no rides. I had to just remove it and just work all over. And overall, I did well. But anyways, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate you all. I want to tell you something else, guys, just really quickly towards the end. I really appreciate some of you guys that went to my BMW and my Range Rover channel and actually subscribed and commented there. Like, wow, like that was really nice, because I really did not like even like promote it, but it was really nice to see one of you guys in there in the comment section, and then lots of views that came with a brand new channel. So if you guys don't know already, I have 5 automotive channels on different type of topics, And recently I created the BMW service channel, and of course the Range Rover that I recently bought type of channel, and I've been posting videos to that. Well, on the BMW one, I just unlocked every single video, and these channels are not monetized. If you see commercials play on them, commercials play on any video. If you create a channel right now, you'll have commercials on there. See, YouTube is making all kinds of money because they are able to put commercials on any channel possible. It's kind of like in their control. But once you monetize your channel, then yeah, you can get some of that money. But right now, they're getting all the money. But all I want to do is share the knowledge, how to service the vehicles and stuff like that. You know, because it helps if you fix your own vehicle by a lot to put the money back into your pocket. Because not only that your vehicle is depreciating, service is not cheap, and you have to do lots of it. Especially with a used car, there's a lot to think about. Like this BMW here, right now it has 251,360. Before leaving my home today, I had to add a quart and a half of oil because every 3-4 days I need to do that, because it eats about a quart of oil every 13 to 1500 miles. So that is normal for BMW. I know it might not seem normal, but that is normal. Plus BMWs leak oil all the time. But am I gonna complain about adding a quart of oil? It's like the car's getting new oil all the time, which is kind of good. And for the miles, guys, this car drives like phenomenally for the mile. Like, it's just amazing how well it drives. I'm like so happy with it. Like, it's not even funny. And also, I want to mention this other little thing. That Range Rover, it's fully insured. I mean, it's been since day one actually, but it's got a, you know, it's got a tag on it. I've been taking my kids to the park. We've been like riding like go-karts and scooters. I try to hang out with them. I know it might seem like I'm working too much and I'm not able to do that, but I squeeze out every little time that I can by sleeping 4 hours like I did today. But today I didn't go anywhere because I'm just like so focused. It's the weekend. I gotta get it done. My kids are like, let's go back and we're gonna like ride go-karts. Well, I said, well, I gotta work. I'm sorry. You know, we'll have to probably go Monday. But guys, that Range Rover, oh man, it's been amazing to drive. I really feel that it's only been an air pocket now. It's not a head gasket. Like, there's no issues like at all with it. Like, it's I'm talking about like engine wise. Sure, there's other there's a bunch of other problems. If you've seen the videos, then you'll know it needs this and that. This is why I started that other channel. I will show how to fix all these things, because I'm holding down to this Range Rover. So all the maintenance and service and problems that I'm gonna have, I'm gonna fix them and take care of the maintenance and teach others how to do that with the Range Rover, because it just seems like everybody's so afraid of the Range Rover. But BMWs is something to be feared too. And here I am driving with 251,000 miles, making all the money with a car that was only $2,500 car when I bought it. Same thing for the Range Rover. It was a $2,500 car. Now with all the fees and everything like that, and auction fees and all the maintenance costs, yeah, you're gonna spend a little bit more than that, because the car is not off the show lot, not off the showroom floor. You get in a car that potentially needs work, and you just don't know what you're getting when you're buying it from auctions, because you're getting somebody else's headache. But hey, sometimes the problem's so small, it's just somebody missed it, and even mechanics miss it. Like this Range Rover, it was overheating, seems like a big problem, but most likely it was just an air pocket in the engine. So the heater core was just not getting the water, therefore it was creating, like, I don't know, maybe vacuum, but not water like pressure to cool down the engine. And it's like maybe the water pump is spinning, but it's spinning freely. But anyways, I did get all the parts for it, but I'm not even going to install any of it right now. Just going to drive the vehicle as it is and start taking care of some of the other things that it needs. But guys, I'm like, I love the Range Rover so much, I want to buy one more. Like, I'm serious. I want to buy one more like in black, and then maybe like do like a satin black type of finish on it. Like, that would be like really cool. If I could find another one with black wheels, that would be nice. But I'm thinking about having one that's just for off-roading, and the white one, like, that's just like, man, I mean, I want to take that thing off-roading because the air system, man, it's phenomenal. If you guys ever rode a Range Rover, you will know what I'm talking about. There's a setting there that allows you to pick when you're just like on rocks, on sand, on snow. You're basically like all of these different modes that it does. And like grass, it detects the terrain and it just allows you to go as fast as possible on the terrain. And you don't really even feel it. Like it just feels like a normal road. It's just like, wow, it's just so amazing. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.